Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here this Friday morning. Our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center, 767-5500, a year's effort worth a lifetime of rewards. Now, this weather is sort of, I watched 3 different meteorologists or listened to them, and they're all as confused as ever. We're going to get some rain, okay? But we're not quite sure when we're going to get it. What's going on right north of us in North Alabama and North Georgia is a sort of a stationary front, and then to the west of us is a front moving slowly. So we have some sort of unsettled weather. Now, most of the rain will be to the west of us. We got about a 20 to 30% chance today, and about the same thing, 30, maybe the high 30s tomorrow. And it's going to be a half inch or less, so it's not going to be any heavy showers or anything. Then we got, once that front comes through, it may bring in more. So we're sort of, we used to call those stationary fronts. I used to could really understand what they were doing to come up and go back down. This one's sort of just moving real slow. So, but it's not going to sit on us like some of these tropical rains and all. But anyway, temperature right now in Panama City is 50. It's comfortable. Mariana 52. Apalachicola 60 degrees this morning at 5 o'clock. Can you believe that? Real warm down there. It's going to get up to 70 degrees here in Panama City, and the low tonight just will get down to 57. So we see what kind of pattern we're in. Well, very warm for January. In fact, the water temperature is going back up to 59 degrees. Our boating forecast, the wind's coming out of the south. You can smell the paper mill this morning. 10 to 20 knots, seas 2 foot or less. So not a bad day to be on the water. Take a look at our river readings here at the Apalachicola. We have 0.6 foot Apalachicola, but it's going up. It's going to go ahead of about a 1.8, so we'll get a little bit of rise. We haven't had much action on that river at all. Now check this out, though. Talking about action, the Choctawhatchee River is rising this morning, and it's getting up to 6.3 sometime today, and it's going to start tapering off later on this afternoon tonight, 6.3. So it's dropping out. Now, you want to do some good catfishing. Get you some lines set out when it's dropping like that. It'd be ideal time. Now, let's take a look at the Carl Vernon Marine Specialties tide chart. We're looking at some really good tides, as we've been talking about all week. Today's the 20th. We got a low tide this morning at 5:03, right now, really, and it's coming in all day until 6:52. You got a strong incoming tide today, and basically the same thing tomorrow. So that's a good situation there with our tide. So, the river's dropping out on the Choctawhatchee, the river's rising on the Apalachicola, and our tides are strong. So we got a lot of action on the waterfront. Okay, I always like to give a shout out to down in Carabel, the Sea Quarters Marina every Friday morning, one of our big sponsors down there, and always, we call that a pearl of the Panhandle, Sea Quarters Marina down in Carabel. So always something going on down there. If you in that area, stop by and give them a shout. Okay, let's take our first break and we'll be right back.
Panama City living is simply better without glasses. The Eye Center of North Florida offers the most advanced cataract surgery using lifestyle lens implants, which allow you to see all distances glasses-free. Our surgeons perform this quick and painless procedure at our accredited surgery center. When it comes to your vision, trust your local experts in surgical eye care. The Eye Center of North Florida.
9 doctors, 1 vision, yours.
Come join the Panhandle Outdoors team. Beat the rush and stock up on our team shirts and hats in a wide variety of colors and sizes. For your convenience, we offer a Panhandle Outdoors shop at panhandleoutdoors.net. Simply visit our website and click shop. Be a member of the Panhandle Outdoors team, Florida's only live daily outdoor show.
Bill Kramer Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC is Panama City's exclusive full-line dealership, built on a 45-year foundation of trust and total customer satisfaction in all departments, including our huge pre-owned department, where we'll pay top dollar for your current automobile as a trade-in, or we'll place your vehicle on our lot and help you sell it. At Bill Kramer Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. 4 decades, 3 generations, 1 tradition.
We are so lucky to live in North Florida. We have some of the best fresh and saltwater fishing in the world. My biggest problem is not catching fish, but trying to decide what kind of fish I want to catch. No matter what I'm after, I always stop at Sunjammers Water Sports first. They have just what I need: rods and reels, line, tackle, and most important, live bait. Yes, sir, we sure are lucky.
Hi, welcome back. I always like to show on a regular basis these pictures of our own Tom Gurley in the control room. Tom is a great outdoor photographer, and he loves doing it, but he just takes some great pictures. Take a look at this one from Lake Caroline. Look at this anhinga, that long neck and swooping. Look at the clarity there. Over there in Lake Caroline, that's a good one there. And then I know everybody talks about these bucks at the state park. Tom was out there again the other day, and look at this one out up against this pine tree. Big old pine tree, but is that, you know, that could go on the cover of Field and Stream right there. What a great picture. I was telling Tom this morning, we were talking before the show, he needs to put a show together and just, you know, he's got so many good photographs, and even maybe later on put a book together of all these great photographs. So I'm glad he brings them in and we get to show them to y'all. He's some outdoor photographer now. It's a lot of fun. I was in the, a couple of announcements this weekend. Now you want to see something that people don't do anymore. An old-fashioned hog butchering is going to be taking place up there at Pioneer Settlement in Bluntstown. If you've ever been to a Pioneer Settlement, it's a recreation of the early days here in the Florida Panhandle. And they on a regular basis they do different things and all. And if you've ever been to a hog, you know, butchering hogs used to be a necessity in the old days. They had to do it, and they used so much of the hog they didn't waste any of it. And they're going to actually do this up at the Pioneer Settlement in Bluntstown this weekend, I think from 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock. I remember, you know, we did it just to sort of, in the waning years of my grandparents and dad's life, just to show the grandkids how it was done. But in the old days, it was a necessity. But if you want to see it replicated, run there this weekend and take a look at it. I was in the woods yesterday in my tree stand. I was thinking, it's just great to be out there, but I was thinking about a good tip of the day or tip of the week for the viewers, and I was thinking, you know, we don't talk about this a lot, but I was looking around the woods, and I'm in an area where you're not going to get lost. But, you know, it's not hard to get lost if you get out in a swamp area and all. And I was thinking about the big thing, if you get lost, what to do. And I can remember one of the most traumatic experiences of my childhood. I was about 9, and my older brother had gotten lost down there. We always hunted out of Whitehead's fish camp down below Telosia. And as kids, and there was a big old swampy area, and my brother had gotten away from my dad and gotten lost on a Saturday, and you can imagine it was a traumatic experience. But we found him, and he did exactly as a young. He was only like 10 or 11, but as a young child, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. It was cloudy, but he heard a car way off in the distance over on Tallahassee Highway, and he just basically just started walking toward that noise, and he'd stop every now and then and listen. And this is exactly what he didn't know that, but it's exactly what he's supposed to do. And he finally got out on the hill and actually called a ride in and came back in on Saturday night into Hossford. And it was a joyous reunion because a lot of us were riding up and down that Ocklaton River looking for him. But if you get lost, you know, you listen, stop and listen. If you hear something and you want to walk toward it, and you know, except yesterday all I could hear was planes. The second thing, if you're getting late and all, go ahead and make you a shelter and a fire, and then get up that morning and actually, you know, climb a tree or something, or try to get on a high hill and look out for some kind of structure in the distance and all. That's the best thing to do. But try to walk that straight line. Keep the sun on one side of you. Most people have a compass with them. You don't get lost in many places around here. You're gonna get lost in a place like a Tate's Hell or down on the river swamps and all, when it's all those trees look the same. So if you're lost, you know, just go towards some sound if you can hear it. If not, just stay in a straight line and you know, don't make any circles. All right. Now, I was thinking about also, we hadn't given one of these away. I want to give away a decal. It's going to show up here, but it's a decal. I've been seeing them on trucks right there. Team Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. I want to give one of those away during this break here. So I'm going to take the second caller. We're going to need, if you're out of town, we'll mail it to you. If you're in town, you can run by Fox 28 Studios and pick it up. So 819-5548 if you want a Panhandle Outdoors decal. And we'll take this break and be right back.
Panama City Beach is known as one of the top dive destinations in Florida. Divers Den offers daily dive charters that can accommodate up to 13 divers. Our boat captain is U.S. Coast Guard certified and a PADI dive instructor. We have trained professionals who offer a variety of scuba certifications. Come see us at our 2 locations on Thomas Drive and Tyndall Parkway.
When you're looking for sales, parts, and service for your outboard, all in one location, you're looking for BJ's Marine. You're authorized Tohatsu and Nissan dealer. BJ's Marine does it all. They have outboard parts and a service center and used motor sales too. Tohatsu, reliable, dependable, fuel efficient, and lightweight. Tohatsu Outboards, technology for the next generation. BJ's Marine, 1317 Transmitter Road since 1991.
Harold Milling Company, rough and tough dog food. Harold Milling Company builds it. They build hog feed. They build dairy feed. They make chicken feed. They have specialty feeds for rabbits. If you got a worm farm, grandmother used to have a worm farm. Look at the Harold Milling Company. You want to go down and get you, the dog's not running anymore. That's all over with. You want to get that 16% and drop down from the 26% protein. You don't want old Rover to get fat. Harold Milling Company, you can buy at almost any feed store in the Panama City area.
When you stop by Blue Water Outriggers, you will find everything for your outdoor adventure. Stock up on all your favorite brands and shop for some of the latest outdoor gear and accessories. You can also shop online and have your orders delivered straight to your home. Our flagship store is nestled right off the Highway 98 in the Port City Shopping Center, just steps away from the Port St. Joe Marina. You will love our selection, our prices, and our friendly service.
All right, congratulations, Don Pettis won this decal. A lot of y'all were calling. I'm about out of them. I'm going to order some more, and we're going to give away a lot more of these decals soon, okay? And by the way, our shirts and all, they're starting to be carried at Sunjammers, okay? All the Panhandle Outdoor shirts, the long sleeves, the short sleeves. Brad Stevens now has a supply at Sunjammers, so we got a place that, you know, if some of y'all don't want to order off the internet, run over there to Sunjammers and pick you out one of those Panhandle Outdoor shirts. And you'll be the coolest guy in town when you get that. All right? Say good morning to viewers up there in Two-Egg. We got a group of viewers in Two-Egg, especially the group that called down at Clay O'Neill's when they saw his ad and complimented the ad and told Clay they looked good on his ad. So all you folks up in Two-Egg, appreciate you watching the show. Now we're going to set up this video here. You know, a lot of times we get a deer and we forget about sometimes how far we are away from the truck. And this past weekend, my son-in-law Walter got him a big old buck, 210 pounds. And you know, if you dragged one out, 210 pounds is a big deer. So Whitney was up there with him and Wendy, and so they help him out. So we're going to start a video, but the beginning of the video, you're going to appreciate, your parents are going to appreciate Whitney's doing the chores, and see what, it'd be fascinating to see what one of her chores is if she introduces a video. So this is what you do now if you get a big buck and how to get them out. All right, here we go.
While I'm scrubbing these toilets, I want y'all to enjoy my dad's video of his 7.210-pound buck that he shot in Alabama this weekend. He told me and my mom that it was just a little doe and not very newsworthy, but I hope y'all enjoy this video of me and my mom trying to help him pull it up. Okay, so my dad just shot a doe, and we saw the tracks coming right here. So, as you can see, they're just kind of moving right off in there, so that's where we're going to start heading to look for her.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, Dad. Dad!
Oh my God. That's amazing.
Oh my God.
I'm about to cry.
Oh my goodness, Dad.
That is huge. You're a liar.
Oh Lord, Dad. This is really newsworthy.
That is amazing.
That's a good buck. 7 point.
That's amazing. Now, what's that on the back of his inside of his knees?
His tarsal gland, that's what they use to scent things.
Just when they're in rut?
And they really become most active then. And the darker the gland, the more active it is, and the older the deer.
Look how thick the base of his things are. Did you see him fall?
No, but I heard him.
That thing is massive.
He is huge.
How old is he?
One, two, three.
Okay, tell us the story how you got him.
Well, I've been hunting for hours and hours and hours, and I've seen a total of 11 deer until this morning. And then I heard deer crashing around in the bottom down here, heard more deer to my right, started getting text messages from my wife. I can't answer the text, there's deer everywhere. So I grunted on my grunt call, and a buck came across that way, but then this guy came across from the other way, from east to west. I shot him probably 50 yards away from here uphill. I heard him crash, and he's a good sized deer. He's a 7-point, but a really big body from what I can tell right here, so I'm thankful.
Yay! Daddy, I want you to take a picture of me with the deer, and I want to send it to school.
1, 2, 3.
All right, now to get it out of here.
You could hear bucks grunting everywhere. It was a nice sound. Rip something. Did I just rip something in my jacket?
No, but all the straps slid that way.
He looks like a horse.
Yep, that is a huge, massive deer. Daddy, you're amazing. Can we help you? Instead of staying here videotaping?
We just texted me that. I want to see what he said.
Alright, you need help.
Okay.
Alright, go.
Did you get that blood? I'm not pulling. This is ridiculous. He's on me. Hold on. Hold on.
Let's turn around and pull backwards.
He's all tangled in this.
You gotta post this on Facebook.
Okay.
Alright, turn around and pull backwards. Go.
And go.
He's like a horse. Okay, hold on. I gotta get over here. He's trapped by a tree.
I thought he stopped quite suddenly.
Okay. I'm ready.
This will be the Woodrick fitness program. all you behaving football players. This is going to be your new workout program.
All right, let me get
Dragging deer through the hills in Troy. The new training program.
Leave the deer one. We should name him. What's his name?
Hoss.
That's a good name, Whitney.
All right. That's why we do all the hard work. Food plots, fertilizer, traveling back and forth, bush hogging, neck hurting from riding the tractor, sitting in the stand for hours not seeing a deer, hearing gunshots everywhere and wondering why I'm not shooting any. And then all of a sudden, ba-bam!
Sunrise to sunset. A walk through nature takes you on a journey of Florida's Emerald Coast. You'll encounter the wildlife, birds, lighthouses, indigenous to the beautiful land and seascapes of Florida. Set to the sounds of nature and enhanced with easy listening music. Only $14.95 plus $4.95 shipping and handling. NatureWalkDVD.com or send check or money order to the address on the screen. A walk through nature. Visually stunning.
What's more important in a side-by-side RTV? Is it speed and agility, or is it versatility and dependability? When getting out of the woods is more important than getting into the woods, there is only one name to remember: Kubota. With true commercial-grade construction in the chassis and drivetrain, Kubota gives you the dependability, power, and torque you need to get the job done. Kubota builds work tools, not play toys.
My name's Captain Rick Corley. I'm a SAMS accredited Marine Surveyor, NAM certified Marine Surveyor, and IAME certified Marine Investigator. Been surveying since 1969. Was taught by my father, who is the oldest, longest practicing Marine Surveyor in the world. We do all types of survey, commercial or pleasure. Steel, aluminum, fiberglass, wood, makes no difference. Give us a call at 850-527-5287 or visit us online. We'd appreciate your business.
The greatest investment we can all make is in the lives of our children and grandchildren.
To help you invest for retirement, handle your IRA rollover, protect your family with life or long-term care insurance, call my dad for an appointment at his new office on Wilson Avenue behind Lowe's. And he'll give you a copy of his most recent book, 7 Steps to Serious Money. For free! Walter Woodrick, your Serious Money Advisor!
All right, welcome back. Let's take a look at our express lane fishing game forecast for today. Our express times we're looking at this morning 9:27 and 11:27, and I'll be in my tree stand, and tonight 9:56 and 11:56, and I'll be in my bed then. But here's the time brought to us Express Lane, American-owned, American-operated. Let's take a look at our Tarpon Dock Seafood, our famous Friday fishing forecast brought to us by Tarpon Dock Seafood. And we'll get started on it pretty quick over in South Walton. Bruce Mixon gave this report last night. They caught a nice 7-pound bass out of the mouth of Black Creek. There's been a lot of action over there on the bass in the mouth, and also some good redfish fishing around the bridge, and the sheep's head have been really good around the pilings of the bridge. He said if you had a tip for the weekend on where to go fishing, he would recommend going to the end of Old Ferry Road and fishing that intercoastal waterway around that riprap, because see those sheephead will get around, they get around the jetties, they get around any kind of riprap like that, and start congregating this time of year. So that's a good tip right there on where to go for sheephead. You can just drive up to it. Okay, that's South Walton. Also mentioned some, like I said, the small specks were being caught too, but not any really big ones. Okay, up here in Panama City, the pier report, the water was muddy early part of the week with not a lot being caught. They catch some redfish, and all, the bonita continues for like 6 or 7 weeks straight to be the #1 catch at the Panama City Beach Pier. Bass fishermen are doing real well, catching a lot of small ones. Down at Mexico Beach, Mitch Coburn sent this picture last night. They're catching a lot of black sea bass. Let me see if I can get there, Jeff. He said the water temperature is 61 at Mexico Beach, and it's very clear on the nearshore reefs, and the black sea bass are biting dropper rigs using 1/0 hooks and small pieces of squid or cut gulp shrimp. Any public numbers in Mexico Beach or in the Car Bodies area producing good-sized fish. Remember now, on a sea bass, the minimum length is 10 inches. They're really good eating. When I go with my buddies from Valdosta out of Carabel, we always catch a lot of those. And it's like eating a big old speckled perch. Now Mitch said they're not keeping anything under 12 inches. So that, a lot of times we self-impose our own rules. That's a good job, Mitch. And they're still catching some decent-sized flounder on the same rig. But these sea bass are much easier to catch, and there are a lot more of them. Down in St. Joe in Apalachicola Bay, we talked to Blair Morgan Wednesday. He was talking about a big sheephead in the St. Joe Canal. So that goes along on the Choctawhatchee, on the Intercoastal Waterway there, down here in Port St. Joe, and also in Franklin County off the bridge pilings there. The sheephead bite is really picking up. This is the time of year to catch those sheephead. The crappie bite on Lake Wimico is also good. And the oyster bars continue, in Apalachicola Bay, the oyster bars continue to produce good redfish catches. Now, one of the things, he said a guy caught a 6-pound sheephead. Now, a 6-pound sheephead is huge. And also catching some of those white trout or the mouth of some of those rivers there. So it's been, considering this time of year, the fish bite has really been good. Usually it's really slow, but, what keeps us going in the wintertime, the sheephead bite, and also the redfish around those pilings. So keep that in mind, and as you set up your plans for the weekend, a lot of us are going to be in the woods, and which leaves the water wide open, and the weather now this weekend is going to look good. It's not going to be blowing much. We're going to have a little bit of rain, but it's going to give us an overcast, and I love fishing in a cloudy weather like that, because it seems like you catch more fish in the cloudy cover. So anyway, whatever you do, you get out in the weekend and do something in the outdoors. It's not going to be real cold. If you want to just get out and take some pictures or just walk around in the woods, do something outdoors. It's just good for your health, good for you, it's stress relieving. And I was in the woods yesterday. I was just thinking, man, it's just great to be out here. And I hope you can get the same kind of feelings, whether it's a state park or the woods or just walking along the shoreline somewhere. And sometime today, a lot of y'all getting ready to go to work and all, go ahead and set in your mind that you're going to find somebody today and just do something good for that person, make them feel a little bit better. And that'll make you feel better too. So you have a great weekend, make the outdoors part of your life, and again, do something good, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.